electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. And off we go from Las Vegas. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On first down, Fields. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. It's complete to Williams. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On second down, Montgomery trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Fields now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A shotgun snap, Fields. Being chased out left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Montgomery. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he gets it to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different...
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now a first down throw. Fields buying time to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Fields. And here he's got Grant. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They try again with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Bears 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And now Waller going to have a chance to run this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. But one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Fields. It's Williams on the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And the Bears are very happy to have Tariq Cohen back for situations just like this. 150 catches combined in 2018 and 19, but hurt his knee in week 3 a year ago. Having his shifty moves and great hands, a terrific asset for their offense.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now Jackson on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Play action. Now Jackson. There again is Cooks, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Fields throw taken in by Grant. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Fields on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Jackson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. To throw is Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyron Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, and the Raiders are pouring it on. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Toss left to Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd and 11 now. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They run. Montgomery. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. Finding some room at midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Fields. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields steps away to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Second and 10. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Jackson now off the bootleg. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Jackson. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
3rd and long. It's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Second and 5. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Jackson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Fields. And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Play action. It's Fields. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields under pressure. They got him again. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Robinson's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And one last throw here for Fields. That one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bears, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,